What up, profiteers? Hope all is well. Another episode of Convos with your CFP Mario Payne. CFP here in sunny Jacksonville, Florida. It's supposed to thunder today though, so who knows? But that's Florida. It's gonna rain for about 2 hours. Then about an hour later, it's like nothing happened. But a conversation I had today with a client, tough. Not tough from an investment standpoint, but just tough because sometimes it's hard to convince people things that they understand but don't want to grasp, right? So sometimes we're in a situation where we know something is correct or incorrect, but for some reason we want to hold on to our thought, even though our thought might be wrong, even though our thought might not be the best thought in the world, we hold on to it. In this conversation, we were talking about why we should put money in our 401k when the market is going down. Now, a couple things. Since October, the market's actually going up. Person had $100,000 and put it in the stock market in October. They made about $10,000 to $15,000. Pretty happy right now, right? Our fund let be a little bit more, but still. So actually, it's a myth right now that the market's down. Now, yes, it's down compared to where it was back in 2021, but since October, it has gotten better. Now, we got a long way to go, and Rome was not built in a day, but prayerfully, things are getting better. And if things from a stock market wise get better, then of course we make more money. That being said, though, the conversation was this. I had money in my 401k last year. My 401k went down by 10%. This person in particular had a couple $100,000, let's just say 300,000 as a number, not the correct number, but just as a number. And it went down by 30,000. So beginning of 2022, we had 300,000. Now we have 270,000. Why should I invest in my 401k when it is going down? And yes, that is true. When something's going down, you don't want to go down with a burning building per se. Totally understand that. But isn't that the best time to buy? If I have the opportunity to buy something when it's worth 300,000, like a house, or 270,000, I want to buy it when it's at 270,000. But the client's thought was, I am putting money into something, but it's going down. So as I put money into it and it goes down, and I do my contributions per pay period and it goes down, and per pay period again, it goes down, I'm losing money. My $100 is not $100 anymore. Now it's $99. Now it's $95. Why would I do that? And that is a great way to think in theory. But we all know investing is not in theory. It is an action. And the action of the market goes up and down. Wouldn't you want to be able to buy things at a lower price? Number one, dollar cost averaging in your 401k. That's when you just consistently invest, because it is not time mean the market, it's time in the market. You can invest your money during good times and bad times, but you don't know day by day what it's going to do. But the more you put into the market, the more you have your money grow over time. That's putting money in the market. That's time in the market. You have more success than doing kind of one big lump sum and hoping for the best. So by time in the market and putting money in the market by dollar cost averaging. Now, what is dollar cost averaging? Is when you put money in during different times. We might buy something when it's worth $100. We might buy something when it's worth $90. So your average is actually $95. Yes, you bought at 90. You bought at 100, but the average of your contribution is $95. That's dollar cost averaging. And from a 401k standpoint, we want a dollar cost average. So as the market's going down, you're buying things at a lower price. So now your average is less. And for any investor, house, real estate, gold, cars, any investment, the rule of thumb is you buy low and sell high. So by putting my money in my 401k, even though it's going down, I'm dollar cost averaging down. So over time, I'm now buying things at a lower price. So that's number one, why we should contribute to our 401k when the market's going up and when the market's going down. Number two, another reason why I told this client that they should put in money is because we're missing out on a opportunity. The opportunity of investing comes around when we have money And when we don't have money, it's there, but it's like, man, I don't have the money. So when you're at a place in your life where you can invest, where you can put money into things, you don't need it today, you need to take advantage of it. This person, they're in a place, and for any of my profiteers out there who are in a place to invest, you want to do it. The market's not always going to be down by 35, 40%. Real estate a few years ago, when it was down by 20 or 25%, we all wish we had that crystal ball and bought then, as the market from a real estate standpoint has went up like crazy. Now it's probably going to go down. So definitely, instead of buying a piece of real estate today, we want to wait. So since it's down from a 401k and stock standpoint, we don't want to wait. And since we have the opportunity to do it, it's called opportunity cost, right? The cost of having an opportunity now compared to not having an opportunity down the road. And from a risk reward standpoint, she's going to be rewarded more by investing in the 401k, even if it's going down today compared to 5 years from now. So from that standpoint, we want to take advantage of it. Number 3. And the biggest thing from a wealth standpoint, how do we build wealth? We don't build wealth putting in one lump sum when the market's up. We don't build wealth by hitting the lottery. We build wealth by investing. And for 90% of investors, their wealth comes from their 401k. It is a huge misnomer that we start this business. Nothing wrong with starting businesses, but it's a huge misnomer that we'll start business, we'll make all this money. Not the case. Most individuals achieve their wealth by putting money in their retirement plan. The issue is, in this situation, when things are not going too good, we stop. And we know as Americans, when we stop, it's very hard to start, right? We eat healthy. Like me, I was eating healthy, stopped. We go that Daniel fast route. You know, all us Christians, we do our Daniel fast for 21 days. We feel good. I lost some weight. I'm feeling good about myself. And then I stop. And once you stop, it is hard to get back on that bike and do it all over again. So when we put money into our 401k, we're doing it. We're consistent. Once we stop, it's hard to start again, because that extra money is in our check, in our pocket. When we put more money in our 401k, it's not hitting our pocket no more. Not as much spending money. Also, we have the FOMO, the fear of missing out. Once we miss out, it's like, I missed it. It's not going to happen again. I don't know when the market's going to go up again. I'll just wait. And you keep on waiting and waiting and waiting. So to build wealth, we want to be consistent, and building wealth in your 401k, in my opinion, for an employee is the way to go. Also, we have what you call a match. Not only when this person puts money in their 401k, they are putting money in their 401k from a tax standpoint, but their company matches. They had a 6% match. If a person makes $100,000, they put in $6,000. The company gives them $6,000. Over 10 years, that's $60,000. Now, we all know if you work for corporate America, your company is going to make you work for it. You might have to work weekends. You might have to miss things with your children's school. You know, you might have to open up that laptop on vacation because it's a problem. You're going to work for that. So since they're giving you free money, take advantage of it. So for those reasons, that's why I told my client, profiteer, we call ourselves profiteers because we're all making painful profits, right? But in this case, I told my client, even though the market has been down, this is when you want to invest. Well, you always want to invest, but specifically when things are down. And number 2, continue to put money in your 401k. And for her having the opportunity with the income, let's actually put more in our 401k so more can be invested when things are low. We have a higher tax break when that happens as well. So for those reasons, I always recommend, if the market's going down, still put money in your 401k. And if you can, put more money in your 401k. I hope that helps. It has not stormed on me. So headed back to the office, another convo with your CFP. As always, be blessed. Help yourself mentally, physically, drink water, and let's all make some painful profits together, y'all. Peace.
And you just wanna get paid. Tired of making the money mistakes. Make a payment on your bills and you still late. Yeah, painful profits to help you seek change, and you just wanna get paid.